Today I want to talk about hitting the inside pitch or pitches on the inside corner. This is a pitch that a lot of hitters struggle to keep fair, struggle to be on time and get the barrel on. And so I'd like to cover the top 4 reasons why you may struggle with this inside pitch. Reason number 1 is that you're flying open and your barrel's dragging. When it comes to hitting an inside pitch, less is more. In my own experience as a hitter, I had to feel very simple to that inside pitch, like I did next to nothing. And I just had to focus on getting my barrel across my body and in front of me, right? Get my hands going, feeling like I'm basically just swinging with my hands and nothing else. Otherwise, I'd tend to get long to those and drag my barrel a little bit, and I'd either jam myself or be late and not be able to get to it. Very often, I see hitters try to do the opposite, where they're struggling to get to the inside pitch, and instead of thinking less is more and I'm going to get my barrel across, they think I've got to try to do more with my body to get this barrel across there, right? And so they end up spinning open even more, dragging their barrel even more, and having an even harder time getting to that inside pitch, which is very frustrating. It's like a vicious cycle that just keeps repeating and getting worse. Reason number 2 that you may be struggling with the inside pitch is that the ball is just getting too deep on you. Obviously, we need some space to be able to hit this ball well. And if the ball is deep on us, I have no space here, right? And if I have a pretty good hand path, I can still barrel that ball and probably hit it the other way, but I'm not going to be driving that ball, right? So I do need to hit this ball out in front of my body. I would say the first thing you should ask yourself if you're often letting that ball get too deep is, are you ready to attack the fastball out front? Are you mentally and physically prepared to be attacking balls out in front of you? And are you looking and thinking about attacking those balls out there? That seems simple, but a lot of times I'll ask hitters where they're thinking about hitting the ball, and they either don't have an answer or they're thinking pretty deep back, almost inside their front foot after they take their stride, which is that you're already late. You're already putting yourself in a position to be late. So reason number 3 that you may be struggling with the inside pitch is that you lack a good hand path. And, you've probably heard the term casting, hands coming out this direction a little bit. I think oftentimes it's easier for a hitter to think and feel about what their barrel is doing more so than their hands, and realize that, my first move with my barrel is coming out this direction, when really my barrel should work down behind me, way back behind me back in here, not come out this direction, not make a move forward, right? We want to feel speed and energy back here with the barrel working down here. And if my barrel works down in the right position back here, then I'm going to be able to stay inside the ball, as they say, and be able to barrel that ball up on the inside part of the plate. Our 4th and final reason that you may be struggling with the inside pitch is that you are losing your spine angle. What I mean by this is that I'm landing my stride with my body in a hip hinge position, so my spine is angled this direction, right? And then as I go to attack this ball, I start to come out of that, right? And I start to sit up like this. Spine angle starts to come up, and when I do that, I'm going to lose my space here to hit, okay? And this will definitely impact you on outside pitches. As you see, your reach that direction is going to be limited, right? But it will impact you on inside pitches, maybe even more, because your ability to keep those fair is taken away from you. Now I've got to really snap around pretty hard to even be able to get my barrel to this, okay? Because you see, when I come up here, I don't have any space here for my barrel to work through, right? So it's got to come out and around to get there. If I maintain that angle of my spine, my space is already, it's right here. It's there for me, right? And so I can get to that pitch, keep it fair, hit it in the air. If I'm going to be a power hitter, I need to be able to pull balls in the air.